Now class, if you'll notice, examples that we had a while ago are examples of quadratic equation where a is equal to 1. What if a is greater than 1? Like for example, 2x squared minus 13x plus 20 equals 0. Okay, so I will be teaching you a shorter way on how to solve for the solutions of this equation. So we just need to follow some steps, okay? So first, again, we have to check if the equation is written in standard form, and if not, we have to write them in that form. But since this equation is already written in standard form, let's now identify a, b, and c. So a is 2, b is negative 13, and c is 20. Okay, so what's the first step? The first step, or the first thing that we have to do, is to multiply a and c, or get ac, or get a times c. So ac is equal to a, which is 2, times c, which is 20. 2 times 20, therefore ac is 40. Okay, second step, after we get the value of a times c, we have to get its factor, where the factors should be equal to negative 13 when we add them. So what are the factors of 40 that when we add will give us negative 13? Actually, we have lots of factors for 40, but take note, b is negative 13. The sign of b is 13, or is negative rather. So therefore, we have to look for the factors of 40 where one is positive and the other is negative, because negative times positive is negative, right? And that is equal to negative 8 and negative 5. Negative 8 times negative 5, that is equal to 40. Negative 8 plus negative 5 will give us negative 13. Third step. So these are now the factors. Divide the factors by a. So we're going to have here negative 8 divided by 2, and the other one negative 5 divided by 2. Fourth and last step, we have to flip the signs for the answer in letter C. Actually, negative 8 divided by negative 2, or positive 2 rather, again, negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. Okay, so flip the sign of negative 4, therefore it's positive 4, and the other one, since it's negative 5 halves, flip the sign, so we're gonna have positive 5 halves. Therefore, the solutions that we are looking for are positive 4 and positive 5 halves. So let's proceed to checking. Let's check our answer if this is correct. So let us check if x equals 4 and 5 halves are the solution to the equation. So again, let's have the original given. We have 2x squared minus 13x plus 20 equals 0. Substitute 4 to x. So we're gonna have 2 times 4 squared minus 13 times 4 plus 20. Is it equal to 0? Following PEMDAS rule, so we're gonna have 2 times 4 squared, that is 16. Negative 13 times 4, that is negative 52, plus 20. Is it equal to 0? 2 times 16, that is 32, minus 52, plus 20. Is it equal to 0? 32 minus 52, that is negative 20. plus 20. Is it equal to 0? Yes. Therefore, the answer is correct. What about 5 halves? So we have 2x squared minus 13x plus 20 equals 0. So we're going to have 2 times the square of 5 halves minus 13 times 5 halves plus 20. Is it equal to 0? So we're going to have here 2 times 5 halves squared. So 5 squared is 25 over 2 squared, that is 4. Negative 13 times 5, that is negative 65 over 2 plus 20. Is it equal to 0? So we may cancel this and this will become 2. So they are now similar fractions. So 25 minus 65 will give us negative 40 over 2. Copy the same denominator. Plus 20. Is it equal to 0? 40 over 2 is negative 20 plus 20. Is it equal to 0? Yes. Therefore, the answer is correct.